It is Halloween, and I asked my 10-year-old daughter if we could do a fall fest at home. What would that look like? I'm gonna tell you what she said and then give you some pointers on how you can have a super fun fall at your house. One thing that is always on the top of our list is family traditions like watching Curious George Halloween Boo Fest and the cartoon version of Sleepy Hollow. We split these up onto multiple days to get it all done. In addition to her wanting to play board games at home as a family, we also wanted to do some carnival style games that we usually do at my mom's house on Halloween. So these are some examples of things that we would do with them that you can do at your house. For this, we just went to the Dollar Tree and we picked up some supplies like some cheap buckets, some eyeball bouncy balls, some pumpkins, and some really creepy salad tosser hands. And we're using them to play our own Halloween version of Bozo Buckets, essentially. Okay, Caroline, the object of this game is to use those skeleton hands to pick up as many of the pumpkins as you can. Before I count to 20, we'll just make that up right now. And they have to go in the thing. Ready? Put it down.
No.
Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You left 3 on the floor.
Yeah, but how many were there?
You lose.
I left.
So our box is a little bit too big, but I want to put a tablecloth over the top and cut holes in it. And then when you reach in, nope, you have to guess what Harry Potter related item this is. So this is an eyeball for Mad Eye Moody. And then this, I feel like it could go either way. So this is Ravenclaw because Caroline is in the Ravenclaw house. Or it's a bird and there's a feather. So you could also say Hedwig and I would go okay with that. Then we've got round glasses for Harry Potter. And then this is a weed for either herbology or what did we say it was? Gillyweed?
Gillyweed is in water.
Okay, but like we can't put water in a cardboard box. So I also was thinking about cooking up a thing of lasagna and putting the noodle in there and saying that it was Dobby Skin or Voldemort. How do you feel about this?
Wait, we should buy a fake nose and say it's Voldemort sauce.
Oh. It would be easier to just get lasagna noodle in there.
Yeah, mine was better.
It was pretty good.
And what good are games if there are no prizes, especially on a holiday? So again, at the Dollar Tree, we picked up just a bunch of random things that we really enjoyed, and then we'll assign our own points.
I can do better. Hi! So I like the one that's on top,
Yeah, I like that one.
and I want one of the peachy ones. And then we need regular ones. Oh, look at these. I like those. They're so good. Look at all these. So when we were at Tractor Supply and we saw the sign that they were like $8.99 and I was like, I can do better. We are at a local farm stand and the largest pumpkin here would be 8, but the majority of them are considered mediums. Those are 6, and the really cool, I think they call them like storybook pumpkins or Cinderella pumpkins. I think that's it. They're like 5. So yes, big box stores are convenient. They're right down the street from you in most cases. But if you can come out to a local farm stand, I promise you it's going to be better. And the prices are going to be better too. So this is what we've picked so far. They do also have these Castilla pumpkins, and these are really good for baking. We haven't done that before, but that's what I've heard.
That one's really cool too.
Yeah, because in the sun it's like a light orange. That's really pretty.
Okay. They also have teeny tiny ones and corn stalks. And I don't know how much the corn stalks are, but they were on our list. So I feel like we need to inquire about that. And then look at how cool these are. 50 cents a pound. Watermelon? Yes, please. This farm stand even has yellow watermelon. I don't know if these are the yellow ones, but they're pretty cool. This isn't necessarily part of what you need for your DIY Fall Fest, but while you're here, you could be getting your produce too. Shut the front door. So cute. Yes, you can get now. Okay, so our corn stalks are $7 and they are beautiful.
And so is this little pumpkin.
Okay guys, is this one having a baby or is it a mushroom? What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Also, I was like, we're done, we're not getting any more. And then I was like, no, we need a warty one too. Okay, well, go-kart problems. That's my car. I don't think the corn stalk's gonna fit. And I want one, but I don't think it's gonna fit.
It's called Grandma.
Now, if all of this is sounding like a lot of extra work and maybe something you just don't want to put the effort into, you can pay to go into different pumpkin patches. This one near me is called Big John's, and they have a little bit of everything. We actually were there with a homeschool group for an outing, but we had a great time. They did have a couple of food trucks, a coffee stand, and a lot of different things for the kids to do, and us. Hi. How are you? It's quite the get up. It's more fun with the sack. That's what she said. 'Cause I'm inappropriate sometimes.
Okay, I got Caroline.
She's stuck.
Gee, I wonder if you would have gone faster with a sack.
That's what my kids say.
Huh. Almost like I know things.
There you go. You want to watch the kids going down the slide?
Go, Caroline, go! You're like
Now,
Oreo
places
in a
like this
wheel.
are fantastic, and if you have a small group, it's really affordable. We paid $9 per person. That got us in for as long as we wanted to be there. We could do all of the different activities within their facility, and the only extra cost were food, drinks, or extra pumpkins that we wanted. So it really was a good
Look
deal.
at, I found a slug on mine.
Oh, that's creepy.
I'm probably not keeping this one either, but it was real cute when I saw it.
in there.
Ew. They glow in the dark.
No way.
Focus. Loose little head.
Hey, get your pumpkin. It's
My
perfect.
baby has reached the age where she wants to be with her friends, and I have to beg her to take pictures with pumpkins. That makes me sad. My baby's all growed.
So, as you can probably guess, the downsides to doing something like this sort of outing instead of the DIY Fall Fest at your own property is, one, your kid's going to get old and decide they want to play with their friends, and then you're going to have to beg them for pictures. And two, if you've got a bigger group, it's going to get kind of pricey.
Pro tip, do not enter the corn maze with a large group. You will likely want to stab half of them and leave them in the corn stalks. So between purchasing the buckets, the eyeballs, the pumpkins, there were two sorts of pumpkins. So two different types of buckets, two different types of pumpkins, a bag of eyeballs. The glasses, everything else was stuff we had around the house. So at the Dollar Tree, that was like $6. So let's just say like $10 on that. And then we bought some prizes, which you would not have to do. We went and we picked up pumpkins from the local farm stand because they were like $6 as opposed to, thank you, $9 a person to get into the pumpkin patch. Although, if you decide that you don't want to do the DIY stuff at home, we paid $9 a person to get into the pumpkin patch. We each got a pumpkin and we got to see goats and go through a corn maze.
So Big John's is where we went. It's in Lowell. If you have a place like that around you and you are open to leaving the house, that might be an option. But that could get pricey if you've got a bunch of people. This, I feel like you could do on a budget, your Fall Fest at home. Go to the dollar store, spend $10 on supplies to make little fun games and maybe some prizes, and then just have fun with it. And that's really what it's all about. It's not about like, we have the best games. It's the traditions. It's, I can't see you, you weirdo. It's about being together and making the most of the time you have while they're still young and weird and kind of like you. All right. So I hope that was helpful to you. I imagine that if you're watching this, it is probably a year from now because Halloween is tomorrow because life got away from us. So what do you say? Say happy Halloween.
Trick or
Happy
treat.
Halloween!